Quick note, this is an AI-assisted recap made for learning, not the original video, and not an official translation. This is a beginner's tour of Claude Code inside the desktop app, no terminal, no command line, and no coding background needed at all. The promise is bold but simple: you can automate real work in your business with Claude, even if you've never written a single line of code. So what makes Claude Code different from Claude Chat or Cowork? Plain Chat just talks back, it answers questions and writes text in the window. Claude Code goes further. It reaches into the files and folders on your computer, and it can read them, change them, and create new ones for you. That shift, from a bot that only talks to an assistant that acts on real work, is the whole reason this tool feels so different. Getting started takes only a few minutes. First, you sign in with your Claude account, so the desktop app is connected and ready to work on your machine. Next, you install Git one single time. It quietly tracks the history of your work in the background, so nothing you build ever gets lost or overwritten. Finally, you choose a working folder as home base. Everything Claude Code reads and writes lives right there, keeping each project neatly in one place. Now for the core skill, prompting. The trick is outcome prompting. You describe the end result you actually want, instead of listing every tiny step yourself. You point Claude Code straight at the relevant files, tell it the goal in plain words, and let it work out the sequence of steps needed to get there. This flips the usual habit. You stop micromanaging the how, and you focus on clearly saying the what, and Claude handles the messy middle for you. Claude Code works far better when it understands your situation, so you give it context using simple markdown files that describe your project, goals, and style. One special file matters most: CLAUDE.md. Think of it as your standing instructions, the rules and preferences Claude should follow every time, without you repeating them. With that file in place, you stop re-explaining yourself in every conversation. Claude just remembers how you like things done and carries that context forward. Once the basics click, the power features open up. / commands are quick shortcuts you type to trigger a saved action instantly, without spelling out the details again. For anything you repeat often, you build your own skills, reusable recipes Claude can follow. And Subagents let it split one big job into several parallel workers. Artifacts round it out, giving you clean, self-contained outputs like pages or documents. Together, these features turn Claude Code from a single helper into a small team. Here's where it gets powerful. When you organize your working directory carefully, it stops being just a pile of files and starts behaving like a personal operating system. Your folders, your context files, your skills, and your commands all live together in one structured place, so Claude always knows where things are and how they connect. From that one home base, you can run your writing, your projects, and your admin. The directory itself becomes the system that quietly runs your whole operation. Claude Code doesn't have to work alone. Through connectors, built on something called MCP, it can reach out and plug into the other apps and tools you already use. That means it can pull in your data, your services, and your accounts, turning a single assistant into a hub that touches your whole working world. But you stay firmly in control. A permissions system makes you approve exactly what Claude is allowed to touch, so nothing sensitive ever happens behind your back. Next comes real automation. With routines, you set tasks to run on a schedule, so work happens automatically at the times you choose, without you starting it each time. When a routine finishes, it notifies you with the result, so you can stay hands-off during the run and simply check in when there's something worth seeing. It feels like having a teammate who just quietly runs in the background, picking up repetitive work on autopilot while you spend your attention somewhere more valuable. To bring it all together, the tutorial builds and deploys a real website from scratch. You start in plan mode, where Claude lays out the steps before touching anything. With a design system guiding the look, Claude writes the site and pushes it live through a host like Netlify, all of it without you writing any code. That's the whole promise: automate real work, even with zero code. The original video is linked in the description, so go and watch the full thing. See you next time.